Alright. I think we're good. I think we're here for part 2. I just got done farming the amiibo. So you'll see this do like a weird little controller switch. But yeah, so I stayed where we ended, just for the continuity's sake, if that makes sense. Now we've got our paraglider, which means we can leave the plateau, and we can go on our adventure here. Yeah, before I show you what I did off screen, I do want to get off and see what exactly happens. I think there's just a minor like little notification. If I remember correctly, the DLC will have a different notification. Maybe when we restart app, it tells you like, hey, there's these hidden items, yada yada, go find them. And they're kind of like riddles for their locations, but it's not the problem at the moment. But yeah, here we go. This is the only way to get off unless you're doing like speedrunning tactics. You can glitch off. You can see in the background that we've got a mysterious floating object moving around. But yeah, Hyrule Kingdom, good to go. I think we see someone in trouble over here. I don't know how I always manage to whistle. But yeah, we do have people in trouble over here. Let's go help them out. Oh, he's actually managing on his own. The other thing is they heal pretty fast. So you kind of always have to be aggressive on them. And our weapons are pretty weak. I don't know if you can see there for a split second. He did point at us like, hey, you took my plug. Very cool how animated these characters are. Which I think goes to show maybe why they didn't put too many in, because whatever they did put work into, they did really a lot of work. They did try very hard. Ganged up on here. Here we go. They didn't drop any items, funnily enough, but I believe they do give us an item for helping. Some food, which is pretty cool. I think it might have had an ability, a perk. Okay, so we only get one, but yeah, it picks up our attack for 2 minutes and 20 seconds. But anyways, now that we're done with that, we can go anywhere we want in this game, which was kind of new for the series. Pretty common in most games now, I think, or we call them open world. They're non-linear, but maybe the stories aren't like that, but this one is. So off screen I farmed the amiibo, which gives us these special outfits from previous Zelda games. I thought I could change it up and showcase them. There is, I think, 2 more that I need to farm. There's one that I don't have access to that I'll probably just order. That way I can show it off. It'll also be my first time using it. But we can sort these really quick. And they're custom orders. But yeah, I guess we'll start off with the original outfit. This one's from the classic Link amiibo, which is like an 8-bit version of Link. So this one's supposed to be reminiscent of the very first Link and the very first artwork. You can see he's kind of got this like 80s hairstyle look to him. At the time, he didn't have white parts to his bottom, like white tights. Very much reminiscent of Peter Pan. And I've been hearing around that Link's character design was actually based off Peter Pan and Leonardo DiCaprio? Or maybe I was mistaken. Or eventually it was. I think around the Ocarina of Time era. Majora's Mask era. Which was in the very late 90s. I think Majora's Mask came out in 1999, if I'm not mistaken. With Ocarina of Time in 1998. Those might be the Japanese year release dates. Because Japan always gets these games first, or at least most things first before we do. But yeah, the old man told us to head towards the Sheikah village, which will be past this mountains. He told us to follow this trail. I figured we might as well do that first and then go to what's next. And I was actually planning on doing what was next based off of what outfit we get in terms of what I want to tackle first. I thought what outfit would look more ambiance to the certain like village and area we reach. So since I was able to muster up the classic suit one, I'll show y'all what it actually looks like. To get these items from the amiibo, I did clip them just so we can see. This is me syncing the amiibo to the controller. It drops the chest from the sky, and it's kind of at random what you get in here. So it did take a few tries. This was actually the first try. Luckily, I did get something. And it gives you the armor, and it gives you description. And all of them are there. If we take a look at the description for these, they say it was a legendary, or was worn by a legend. Something like that. By an ancient hero. It's quite the simple cap, yet there's something about it that is just so appealing. Truly, they mastered the appeal and looks in this game. They just figured it out. They knew what they were doing. Yes, chairs from a hero. Simple, but a traditional look, yes. So I thought fitting to start the game with that, and then as we get further along to switch out the outfits with other heroes. And, maybe someone tried to attack me there? So I believe these are called moblins. They're a lot bigger and a lot harder to beat. My weapons still suck though. So maybe we don't actually instigate this guy. And our method of travel is still pretty slow. Oh, he has quite the reach actually. I don't see any horses. Oh, but you know what? We'll actually bring up our other friend later. Oh, that guy's got a mop. Look at that. Hilarious. Oh, he has a sword, but I think his sword's rusty, so it's not worth. And he's got like markings on him. This brown goblin here. Oh, the mob's a goblin. He's got more white markings on his skin, which means he is a little stronger than the others. And as we kill more and advance through the game, they all level up around the world. Eventually we'll get silver, like white ones, and then we'll get gold ones. And they have so much health. And this applies to most enemies except the guardian ones.
Oh. Oh?
So it seems the Guardians were active regardless of our influence around the world turning on the towers still. And he's talking about how the towers have started to appear. So he actually, oh, we can see one of these like higher arrows I was talking about. Yeah. Hope you're okay with this bow. Yeah. Alright, now that I know how to adjust the shot, we can actually cause these to drop. Yeah, look at the chest. This one didn't have any enemies near it, but there will be those around. Another sledgehammer. This one has a durability perk. As you can see, it has a diamond in the top left, and on the bottom right description, it's got the explanation there. It's got a higher durability than, say, our other one. But it's still the same damage. Other perks will increase damage of these items, and some will do other things. But well, here's our 5th shrine. Believe they expected this to be people's next shrine if people kind of went in the direction they were hoping they would. You can technically go anywhere though. But for this playthrough, I think I'm hoping to do things out of order, just to shake it up. And maybe in orders I don't normally do things. I'm just waiting for the weapon scaling to get a little better. Here you'll see that we've got some fans going on. Which we can use the glider to manipulate our momentum. Awesome. You'll see in these shrines that the monks that speak to us in the very beginning keep mentioning a goddess Hylia. There is, I think in total, 4 goddesses in Zelda. There's the 3 that created the Triforce. I think there were Feror, Din, and Nehru. They created the Triforce, and their respective elements are like power, wisdom, and courage. They, I think we're missing a chest real quick, but they offer just the Triforce, and technically, I think the legend ghost created the world with their elements, which I believe is kind of like fire, wind, water. You know, the normal kind of stuff. But the goddess Hylia is kind of, I'm not too sure, but it kind of seems to be made as the goddess above them, or just a separate goddess, or the main goddess in the legend. She's a different goddess, and it seems to be the main one they worship in this, the Hylians, at least in this world, and maybe even some of the other cultures. And as we see in Skyward Sword, which is the first Zelda game, you can see this monk actually has a different pose. Just a little nitpick. The green particles you see floating away there are very reminiscent of the green particles we see in the first trailer for the sequel to this game. Kind of like Spirit of the Dead thing going on. Just a little connection. But yeah, see here we can see the DLC. Taking its information thing, some side quests, EX, extra. I believe it's just 3. Or maybe it's actually a lot of them. Yeah, okay. So it's going to be for individual ones. But yeah, these are pretty cool items. We'll come by and get them another time. I'll try to spread them out maybe. I know the rails can actually be quite hard. Just because you need to know you have to have been to like parts of the world to reveal the name of the location and their references to other places in previous Zelda games, and as well as part of the riddle. And I don't quite remember every location, and I kind of want to try figuring it out legitly this time instead of looking up the location. I think that last notification was for a Xenoblade costume for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 at the time, which was actually really cool. As much as I disliked the game, the costume in this game was actually pretty decent. So yeah, we're here now. Along with the each costume from the amiibos, there is a weapon to get from the amiibo, like specific to that time, for most of them. But I didn't get it from here. I believe the way that it works is you really can't get them until you progress more into the game. And then even then, I've never used them because I like collect them. It's kind of a pain in the butt to get, right? But I think this time I'll actually use them, just because I never got to. And actually, we have this huge claymore sword here. I think this might make it easier to take out these guys. Although we'll have to do dual-handed combat, but that's alright. See if we can get this guy off his tower. There you go. A critical hit to the head will definitely send your opponents like flying. So he won't be a nuisance up there anymore. Oh, well, they know I'm here now. They're off to get their weapons. Oh crap. Yeah. Whoops. I forgot I was on the amiibo. But yeah. Let's see if we can trick them to getting to the bomb. Definitely not. Whoops. I definitely didn't remember the area of effect that I had. Yeah, I'll just heal up really quick. Just needed to get them away from me. So I can get one weak. Oh my god. It is so hard to use the double-handed weapons against these guys. Just because they're a lot quicker in their attacks. So the timing can be quite unforgiving. And now he's got full health, which makes his health bar disappear. Makes it harder because our weapons, as you've already noticed, do break, which causes this to be a lot harder than it should. Be a video game. Really like challenge in terms of level. We can see that's pretty much cost my weapon. I'm out of room for that. So we'll let go of one of the. We'll just let go of the torch because we won't need it actually soonish. And we've got one more guy to kill. So I'll try to show an interesting mechanic in this game, which is the sneaking mechanic. Never really seen this in a previous Zelda game. They definitely took inspiration from Red Dead Redemption, Horizon, I think. Which actually Horizon came out at a similar time. Maybe not. Oh, I think he died because he's in the water. Oh man, I forgot they did that. It's very similar to Horizon, I think, as well. Although I couldn't get into Horizon Zero Dawn for whatever reason. It just wasn't for me. I know it's got the sequel already. I don't know what it is. Well, that was very anticlimactic. But we do know, actually, send that. But that we can get items from these things. So yeah, there we have the rupees, which are in-game currency. You don't really see them drop anymore like they used to in other Zelda games, unless you do stuff like this. Otherwise, you'd have to sell things and get them like that. Also, like the heart pieces used to drop from like pots and other things, maybe enemies, to replenish your health. That does not occur in this game. even when cutting grass, as people used to do. But yeah, we can keep making our way over here and get this other tower that's off in the distance. It's a pretty easy tower. Some of them get harder as we go along. Oh, we can see another Korok seed coming up right here. But you see this one's not metal. This little piece. It's actually, it can still be manipulated though. By the stasis. So we'll let that happen. Oh, it's not a Korok. It's a chest. That was a rock. You can see here we've got a hidden enemy. Just chilling there. That do that. Like assholes. But yeah. Let's try to grab their items. I know it's kind of hard to swim against the current in this game. But these balloons are what I was talking about. These octoballoons. You'll see in those floating platforms that they use. But yeah. Let's see if we can catch that fish. We did. But yeah. Interesting. Similar to other things, we see a hole here, and we see a rock that kind of fits it. You really want your puzzle solving skills to come into play when you see things, so that you can get these interesting little seeds that do come in handy. And there is too many to go around, which is actually, I think, a good thing, since it will make them a lot easier to get, and you won't technically need to get all of them, although you can. Here we see the silent mushrooms. Pretty interesting. They glow in the dark, which are kind of cool. And then we'll see another beetle there on the tree that I want to sneak up on. I think they will be good to have and help me speed up some of the other processes later. So this guy, you see he has text. He'll get up, he'll say something, and you see he has a name on the top left. It's pretty interesting to note of when you see other travelers. So we can see what we have here. He'll take our opals for 60, which is actually pretty useful. Our beetles here, you'll see he'll only take for 4 rupees, which is the in-game currency. It's not a lot, but there's another person who will take and buy them for more. Yeah, we'll see. This is what he has to sell. We don't actually want any of these. Okay, so I guess be careful. I missed the dragonfly there, but maybe we can come get this one over here. Yes. Alright, awesome. Oh, we see another animal over there. Those are pretty cool. I won't bother to get it or kill it for any reason. But I do see another wooden axe here, so I will throw my old one since it's... Oh, here's his. I didn't know he did that too. Well, at least I left my old one. But this one will have more durability left, so that it stays alive longer. But yeah. We'll deal with those pine wheels later. You can see there's this other interesting thing over there, but I don't want to bother with those at the moment. Uh-oh. I heard an interesting note in the music. I hope that doesn't signify what I think it does. I can't see the moon though. I think we're good for now. I think that one... Wow, I've never seen us catching them all go to sleep. think this one wants us to help them blow up, which is quite gruesome. But yeah. Oh, that didn't hurt him? Oh no, he got in my way. I meant to shoot the one in the back. But as you can see, our I don't know how often the game autosaves, but I think it only keeps one autosave and one direct save in master mode. So it might be like we never. Okay, so we did meet this guy. All right, forget all that. I wonder, did that waste our supply though? Okay, didn't. Nice. So maybe we won't bother with this multiple enemies for now, because I don't know how to handle them without strong weapons, really. But yeah, let's see if we can get to this tower over here. Since it is surrounded by water, I'm not gonna want to really bother trying to swim to it. We don't have that much stamina at the moment, so we'll try to make our way up there and then jump from there with our paraglider. So this man sees me over here. Oh crap. Okay. Yeah, maybe let's go the other way. Just so I don't have to deal with all those guys at the moment. I think there's a rock path over there that will let us get across a little easier. There's those goat things over there. They're pretty nice. But there's some boars that are around that will just actually charge at you and deal damage, which is kind of annoying. But you might have seen earlier, I died easily. Our armor here has stats. You can see the switch shirt and our starting armor had 1. Now I have 3, which makes for a total of 9. But even then, it's not a lot. Which is unfortunate. Okay, I think I know how this one wants us to cross. But we can upgrade these, thankfully, compared to the DLC armor, which for some reason you can't. That's alright. We'll do with these. There's also the armors in game as well. But we'll have to, whoops. We'll find those later as we progress. I'm not sure if I'll use them actually. But you can see the flower I was chasing is another Korok. Well, that was really weird. I've never seen him get sent like that. That's interesting. I guess this guy was not scared at all. Oh, yeah. Monster parts will become useful later in the game with the different scenarios, so I do want to collect as many as I can at the moment. But yeah, now that we're here at this tower, we can climb it and get another pretty interesting cutscene. After we take care of this keys, I guess. Yeah, these little bar things are what is climbable on the tower. Although unfortunately we still have the 1 stamina bar, so we have to play careful. I know a lot of people don't note the raw rod that goes through the tower in the middle there, as you can see. It's got like, I guess what their power is. And it, as we can see, it goes into the ground. And in this game, we never actually technically see their source. Like, where is this haven of, you know, its source of power underground? I think we'll definitely maybe get to explore that in the next game. Especially since it's got this like underground Ganondorf thing going on. And the sky mechanic as well. I'm interested to see where is like the main battery, if we do see. Here you'll see those cutscenes are so cool. They give you a very nice overview of the surrounding area as we download the new part of the map. That's it right there. You can see where we are. The X marks where I think I previously died. Not all the locations, but we can tell that later. If we got a Sheikah sensor, sorry, for shrines, which we can disable, but I think maybe I'll leave it on this time. Because there's one nearby actually. I think there's two nearby. Actually, I'll turn it off because I figured that can actually get annoying. And I don't want that to happen. But this little blue platform it shows you during the cutscene is actually just the fast travel point where you spawn. Nothing else actually. So yeah, let's see if we can make our way over to this little platform and fight this guy. We can do a stealth strike, interesting enough. I can't believe he didn't hear us land. But yeah, he died as well. These guys won't do anything to you. They can't, they're tied up. And they just watch, which is pretty interesting. And if I hit them, I will fall, so I won't hit them. But I will try to make my way to that chest over there. See how well that goes. Although it doesn't look like it's going well. It does, okay. Oh, the shields. It's actually a pretty unique shield. I didn't learn till recently. It's the best for, it's one of the best for shield surfing, which is another mechanic we'll probably get into later. But, yeah, I believe we got a shrine up here coming up. That you can see another possibly merchant, just traveler there. But yeah, I think we've got our next shrine up here, which we want to take care of so that we can get as many spirit orbs as possible to do our abilities up. Maybe make this a little easier. I thought of a 3-heart run, but I thought I was too rusty to maybe pull it off, since I'd be relearning the game as we went through this one. I haven't played it in quite a while. I've been hoping that by now the sequel would be released, and I wanted that to be my next experience, but as we know, we're probably not gonna get it until maybe March or later of next year, so I got tired of waiting anyways. I feel like Nintendo did a really good job on giving Link this like 80s heartthrob hero look at the time, and they definitely like recreated it with this one. You'll see that little ball and the indent are kind of like a puzzle. and they will activate things. And it's I like the way they did that because we already are aware of the switch like mechanic where you press on this like pad that looks just like these. We've been aware of those in previous Zelda games, so they use that to introduce a new mechanic, which is very well thought out. Makes it easier for us. I think this one will activate the other platforms, and to get us to do it again before we have to do it in other ways. Very thoughtful of them. The level design from Nintendo never fails to be almost impeccable. This one I believe you want to like chuck it up, which I failed. And you'll see it'll spawn a new one when they fall into the abyss. We'll go there. Oh, I just missed it. We'll see if this builds momentum when we probably catch it when it's released. Doesn't matter. Alright, let's go. Now to get to that one, I'm not sure I exactly remember how. Oh, you know what I do? See if we can pull it off. I do. Okay. So these balls can actually pick up. This one we'll place on here, and hopefully it doesn't. That didn't work. Okay. I think I know then the other way to do it. But we'll wait for this boy to come back, so that we can manipulate it and then set it off. Whoops. Maybe we set it off too late. I don't think I was gonna make it regardless. But yeah, I'll definitely have to wait for this guy to come back to get on him at the last second. Well, he stays for quite a while. Oh, we have enough time. I'm just being ridiculous. Oh, yes, that's right. He gives us the climbing gear. So now we're introduced to articles of clothing that have other perks. This one's their climb speed up. And you'll see Link will actually get like a hairstyle change again there. Which will make our climbing speed a little faster, although I never really use it. It can be useful though when you just have low stamina though. I just realized I was shaking my glass next to the mic, sorry. You can see here he's got another pose. I think it's usually some correlate with others. But some might just be singled out. So now we're carrying 2 spirit orbs. We need 2 more to maybe upgrade our stamina next. I feel like this thing would have something going on with it, but don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to use it to beat up those guys. Huh. I don't know. Maybe I use it to drop it on their little explodey thing there. I'd be just the right distance to do so. Oh, they found me. Okay. I lied, JK. Oh, I might have just killed myself. But I planned on that, so I can save myself here. Love the animation of Link eating something. So good. Heh, so that's what you can do now. No, wait, you hit that shot. Okay. Well, I think we'll get to see another mechanic. These, as we get closer, will fly up. These octo pads. Well, we can definitely stop them from doing so by shooting at them previously. But I think I'm gonna let them, just for the sake of seeing it happen for you guys. Oh, they're being altered by the wind, I think. Maybe. Let's go. You see there, he used a shield to break or to block, but after a couple of hits, they'll break their stance. Yeah, you know what's coming. So normally that might stop you from accessing the chest, but if you're clever, you know an easy way to grab it back. Ooh. So here we saw the long throw mechanic. I don't normally use that, but yeah, it could be interesting. I don't know exactly how far it lets you throw it. I guess that is pretty far. But even then, I think it's pretty unoften that you would use that mechanic. We'll use it since it's got 7. The spear's ready to break too. So I don't know if you can use fire on this, these thorns here. But I think we can just climb nearby and then just jump down onto it. We see, actually, forgot to mention our first stable over there. It's where they keep your horses and other things. Oh, these shiny rocks. I'll just go and show them off. We'll have ores in them, which is pretty useful for getting money. Primarily, some items will be used and required to upgrade our armor. The primary and hardest one being this like star piece. Hard to get because you have to see it fall from the sky at night, and then you have to like chase after it because it will disappear after a certain amount of time. But here, I think I'm gonna drop and then glide, which it didn't let me. That was quite annoying. Actually, you know what? I think we could use our Cairo. I've never thought of that here for some reason. We could use this to get across that. After this, we'll only need one more to get another meter of something. Okay, so I guess it does want us to use cryo to get over those thorns because we're going to use them again here. Interesting that this also teaches you can use them on waterfalls. Even though the water's running, this will stay still. And yeah, and then it'll try to get us to do another mechanic, and then you get to actually just see the range of this this little power we've got. Whoops. That's not what we want. I believe it's gonna want to fall there. It's gonna want to fall down there. So as I mentioned, we only have 3 of these, so we need to complete this puzzle within 3 of them. And yeah, we'll get it done like that. And then there's a chest somewhere. I'm not sure if this is the end of the shrine or we've got. Okay, yeah, this is the end. We've got a chest hidden somewhere that we need to get. You'll notice when you get a chest in the shrine, every shrine has a chest. There's a chest next to the name. They're on the right side. And when you don't, the chest will be missing on that name. It lets you know you've missed one. Ah, there it is. Okay. This will just be a lot harder than I thought. Because we'll need to really abuse his power here. Alright. And yeah, just like that. Not bad, worse. And then, yeah, that's the shrine. They're pretty short puzzles. They do get a little more complex as you get further into the world. I think they were kind of, assuming where we would be into, certain parts of the areas, how far into the game we would be. Very slow loading screen. Yeah, but you see, after we clear the shrine, the thorns go away, actually. It makes it just quite simple to walk across. And then here, we can see our main merchant. That's usually always in Zelda games. Not always, but for the most part. So pretty interesting. I don't know if you can tell the design of his backpack there and what his name is might let you know something.
Hey! Wow!
I want to see if I can activate this text he's got. That it's pretty interesting when you have a beetle on you.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Meat and rice bowl. Cool. Let's see how much he would buy them for.
Oh.
Actually, only 4. Okay.
Hi!
Oh, so he does it once a day. Okay. That's cool. Look at the Cocos here. We have our first kids that are horrifyingly ugly. Yeah, we won't talk to them. I believe the travelers here will say interesting stuff. elixirs. Ah, yes. I never use these. I wondered where these were. Interesting. High-tail lizard and monster parts. Interesting. Maybe we will try to explore those as we progress through. We have our first doggo of the game. I think you can like rub your head into them. Not sure. Yeah. And he becomes real friendly when you're like rubbing all over him. It's a hidden little part of the game. I'm not sure if it makes him follow us around. It does. Look at that. Now we've got a dog. What's up? This guy, I believe, is the one that has the interesting story. The blood moon, which we have not seen.
No. Ha. Whoa.
So he talks about this game's revival mechanic for monsters, an excuse for why monsters will stay where you've beaten them before. They'll be brought back to life by the blood moon. But anyways, I think now we can go over here this field and get our first horse so that we can travel a lot faster. Here they are. I believe you need stamina to conquer them. Hopefully what I have is enough. Actually, it probably isn't. So let's go make some stamina replenishing potions or food here. I see Beetle's on his way out. But yeah, let's see. Let's see what these do. Okay. More quietly, our sneaking mechanic. So there's a whole three of these actually. But mushroom, acorn, and that's how we can hold actually. So the better your recipe is, the more the sound effect when you're cooking will have like more instruments and notes and be like more excited, happier. But yeah, now I'm just making sure that we're not gonna cross any items that we don't need to. And yeah, let's go. I think that might be all we need. If we need more, then screw the horse, because that's a lot. Now we just need to be able to get on one, which could be quite difficult. I know sometimes you fly onto them. I'm not sure which color to take. I think the cleaner ones are a little harder to get. But let's go for him anyways. Let's actually take off some of our items so that we're not so loud. Because they do create noise. believe. Yeah, it was the mounting ability. Oh my god, I almost ran out of stamina so quick. Holy crap. We got it. Holy crap. So yeah. We can just keep soothing him until he stays nice here. He will resist our directions that we want to go in. So we'll just ride him around for a bit. Keep petting him. Gotta behave, bro. Seems like he's obeying us now. Sorry. I'd give him apples if I'm not sure if he'll run away though.
Ahoy! Hey! Hi. Oh?
Speed and stamina are quite well.
Oh.
I'm not sure what to name this guy. We'll name him Poos.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh. Ah.
And that's what the whistle mechanic is for, although you can use it for other reasons. Alright, now that I think he won't run away from us, let's give him some apples so that he actually does like us. Yeah, you eat those. Maybe he likes us enough now to obey us. Let's go. And now we can speedily head on our way to our next location. And we'll get to meet a very interesting character along the way. See that chest up there? Which can be grabbed, I think, one of two ways. I forget how to slow down on a horse. Whoa, that's a lot. Two travelers, interesting. Maybe it wasn't worth. Yeah. Let's see if we can do this thing. Can. If you run while whistling, they will come to your side so you can grab onto them while like running. To make this like super cool cowboy getaway. Yeah. No, we don't need to mess with these guys, but we will for the heck of it. No, come back. Why are you being all mean? Let's go. Spell that crap out of him. Oh, you better go. I gave you apples. Alright. I believe here is where we run into our next character. Maybe? Maybe not? Oh, there he is. Before we get to him, you might notice that the game plays specific horse overworld music. Which is interesting. It's reminiscent of some other Zelda music as well. Oh, they took his maracas. That's right. He wants his maracas, so we will do our best to go get them for him. All these guys are tougher. They're asleep. Well, I don't think the soul strike will be worth it. I don't want to shoot him off the bat. Whoops. They're so weak in this world. Show off one of the other arrows. Pretty interesting. Unfortunately, still gain health while frozen. Why do you keep getting so far? Jesus. Can this guy not get so far from us? Dude. Hello? I wish you wouldn't do that. They look like sticks. She's still on fire so that we get that bonus effect of mixing elemental attributes. They deal more damage. You can see why they're quite the pain to beat at the moment. So it will take a lot of my supplies to do so. You're the one I sent down there to the Shadow Realm. Alright, let's go. So I'll give these to Mr. Hetsu over here so we can get our so you can see how the shrines are very good at pointing themselves out from quite the distance. It's pretty nice. Now we can give him these. And he can increase our inventory size. Do not close these. Let's give him what we got. We're definitely gonna need them for our weapons. Just like that, we can carry more. It does eventually get pretty expensive. Now he wants to leave. Great. I guess you can leave. Let's make our way to the next civilization area, which is Kakariko village. We can actually get our next Korok suit while we're at it. I'm gonna need them for a sec. Wow, we missed completely. Whoops. Go horse. Go. Oh my god. Just about here. We won't talk to that guy at the moment. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, these are indicative of something here. The arrows and the eye. A natural Zelda mechanic. It's rewarding of previous players, it seems. Oh, we can see one of those yellow beetles over here. Let's see if we can get him over here. Yes. The beetle will love those. I'm not sure if this one has any. I think it does. I don't think so. Yeah, does it? But I think we can grab our arrow back, yeah. Alright. Well, we're here now. I will pause the episode here and continue on later. That way the video is not terribly long. I believe that was already over an hour. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Appreciate it, guys. Catch you in the next one.